In the 2024 NBA draft, there aren't many prospects who are as intriguing as Nikola Topic. Despite being one of the youngest players in this class, Topic has put up absurd stat lines all season, as he's produced in scoring, rebounding, and playmaking categories. At his size and his age, with the production, Topic has captured the imagination and attention of draft evaluators from the very start of the season. Topic started the season with Mega, where he was posting big time scoring, playmaking, and rebounding numbers. Right around the turn of the new year, Topic got called up to Red Star, which was a huge jump in level of competition. As Topic made that midseason adjustment, he only played in about 3 games before he sustained a knee injury. Now, that adjustment midseason is really difficult for anyone to make, let alone an 18-year-old, so it's not totally surprising that Topic underwhelmed in those first 3 games. After sitting out a handful of weeks with that knee injury, Topic just made his return to Red Star, and he could not have been more impressive. Now, I know the raw stat line isn't overly impressive, only 8 points, an assist, a steal, a couple rebounds. He's efficient scoring, 3 of 5 from the floor, 2 of 2 from 3. You love to see that. And I know the numbers, it would be fantastic if he was putting up 20-point games and double-digit assists and double-digit rebounds like he was at Mega. But this is a big change in level of competition with Red Star. And with Red Star, he's no longer the guy who's able to dictate everything. So don't get overwhelmed or underwhelmed in this case by the raw numbers in the box score, because everything that Topic showed us in that game was incredibly impressive. I'm Tyler Metcalf. Welcome to Film School. Let's dive in. All right, we're just going to run through these clips in chronological order just to see how the game kind of progresses and how each play kind of builds off of each other. But right away, Topic's playmaking, like it was earlier in the year, was on full display with this skip pass. So nothing overly complicated in terms of the setup or the play that they're running here, just a standard high pick and roll. And as Topic comes off the screen, the help defender is going to blitz him really aggressively, looking to get the ball out of Topic's hands. Given his playmaking prowess, though, this isn't really an issue with Topic. He's really composed under pressure and has really, really fantastic playmaking and court vision overall. So as he continues to come off the screen, his eyes are looking for what this low man is doing. Topic knows that his teammate set a firm screen, so he's going to be rim side of Topic's initial defender. Topic obviously knows that the help defender is blitzing him, so there's going to be all of this room in the middle of the floor for his teammate to roll into. And if the defense is doing their job, this man is stepping up to tag. As Topic kind of continues to come off, we can see his eyes are literally just right on this low man. He sees how aggressive he's being and stepping up all the way to the free throw line, essentially, trying to take a Bush League charge. So he knows that since this defender is so far up and so aggressively rotating over, that his teammate is going to be wide open in the corner. All he has to do is kind of figure out a way to get the pass over there around the larger defender. To ensure that he gets this pass off, Topic is going to leave his feet, deliver an over the head 2-hand pass across court, right in the shooting pocket, and sets up this wide open 3. This should be cash every time, but it's not. Clank. Topic only had 1 assist on the game, but it wasn't because he wasn't passing it. This is really high-level vision and passing accuracy. All right, Topic's defense has been bad all year, but I thought a lot of his off-ball and team defensive stuff in this game was so much better than it's been for the rest of the season as we see him get the off-ball steal here. So Topic is going to do a good job just simply kind of tracking his guy through traffic, being the low man, being the lone weak side defender, as the other team runs this high pick and roll on the opposite side of the court. As the ball handler drives, Topic's man is going to circle up to the top of the arc in an attempt to drag Topic with him and free up this corner shooter. But as we can see, Topic does a really good job of kind of tracking his teammate's defender, knowing that his teammate has to tag the roller in the lane, and that Topic is now alone on the weak side as the only defender. So he's going to peek over his shoulder. He sees that this opponent is going to the corner. He peeks over his shoulder again, sees his teammate is circling up to the top of the key, and now he's tracking the ball handler and what he's doing, and he's trying to read the ball handler's eyes. As the ball handler gets below the defense here, Topic knows that the most likely pass that he's trying to make is over to the corner here. So he does a really good job of sinking back into this passing lane, stealing the pass, getting his feet set, and sparking transition the other way. It's just a really good recognition and off-ball awareness that he hasn't really been showing all season. Topic still by no means should be classified as a shooter, but he shot it well in this game, and he was decisive about it. So just simple, right off the catch, knocks it down. The mechanics are still a little funky. I'm still not sure I trust it, but the fact that his form is solid here, good shot prep, very solid footwork, solid foundation, and zero hesitation. That's what I really love to see from him, is that the second he catches this, he's letting it fly. And just he's really confident in his shot right now, even though the volume and the difficulty level isn't incredibly high. This is still the type of shots that we want to see him knocking down consistently. All right, on this one, we have another defensive clip where it's a mixed bag of good and bad, but Topic is at least competitive, uses his size a little bit to disrupt the shot. So let's go through this one step at a time. Right away when he deals with this DHO, he does such a bad job of navigating screens, and that's something that pops up all the time with his defense, where he's going to go right into the screener's chest. He has no idea how to get around screens, either going under or over, and it's going to be a real issue for him going forward, as it is currently. However, right here, the screener's angle is pretty sloppy, and it's not at an angle that's really going to disrupt Topic a whole lot, and it allows him to just slither under, release, and get back into the ball handler's path in the middle of the floor. As he recovers, though, Topic's hips and feet are just a mess. He's angled towards the sideline, so he's off balance already. He's a little higher in his stance. So when the smaller ball handler, makes contact, he's able to push off Topic far more than Topic should be allowing. And it's all because he doesn't get his hips back square to cut off the drive. He just kind of continues running in that direction to get in the way. He makes himself narrow, takes away his balance, and allows himself to be pushed off like that. But since he is his size, that contact with the ball handler affects the shot and results in this bad miss. So Topic's on-ball defense is still, I would say, the biggest hole in his game, but it's at least good to see him provide a little bit of physicality and disrupt stuff just a little bit. All right, back to more fun playmaking stuff. In this game, we saw Topic play a lot more off-ball, which is a really encouraging sign of growth and versatility for him going forward. But this really shows off how immediate his processing speed and decision-making and playmaking are. So as they get into their offense here, they're running some DHO, some pick and roll stuff, while Topic is set up on the opposite wing, basically just not involved in this play at all. Roller gets the ball, gets blocked. Now it's kind of a broken play. Defense has collapsed on him. There are a lot of moving parts, and Topic is out here surveying and processing all of it. So after his teammate gets blocked, he kicks it out, and Topic's teammate on the opposite side of the court is already cutting baseline. Topic knows that immediately. He sees where all the defenders are. He sees his teammate moving, and just in the blink of an eye, that passes out of his hands and setting up his teammate. Regardless of where Topic is, either in the play or on the court, or what his responsibilities are, he's always surveying every inch of the floor, and has the passing vision and accuracy to find his teammates. As long as they're willing to move, he is more than willing and happy to set them up for easy buckets. This time we have another example of a pass where Topic sets up his teammate perfectly, but doesn't get credited for an assist. So Red Star is just going to run just a standard Spain pick and roll here, and the second that the initial screener is coming off this back screen, Topic is already starting to leave his feet for a jump pass. By leaving his feet, he's also kind of staring down his teammate in the corner in an attempt to just either freeze or further read what this weak side defender is doing. If he starts to aggressively rotate over to take away the roller, then Topic is going to be in a spot where he can make that pass to the opposite corner. But Topic reads that he's staying put and delivers a perfect pass to the outside shoulder of his teammate away from all this mess going on around the free throw line. So by leaving his feet, Topic ensures that he's able to get this pass over his initial defender and puts it to the outside shoulder of his teammate to avoid this mess in the middle and also take his teammate away from the inevitable rotation from this weak side defender. As his teammate catches the ball, he hesitates. Whenever you hesitate, it's never going to go well. If he goes straight up, that's an easy 2 points. He hesitates, allows the defender back in the play. Again, Topic had 1 assist in this game. It wasn't for a lack of playmaking. That's an easy layup that should be made almost every single time, and he put his teammate in a perfect spot. Again, Topic is set up more in an off-ball role here, but still shows off how quickly he processes everything and how kind of devastating his playmaking can be. So Red Star's running this really similar set to a clip we just saw 1 or 2 plays ago, where they're going to go DHO into a pick and roll here. As the screener slips this and rolls into the middle, the ball handler is instead going to kick it out to Topic instead of feeding the roller like we saw previously. As Topic gets this pass, his eyes are up and just immediately surveying the weak side. That's what he's always doing. He's always trying to figure out where's the advantage, where's the defensive rotation, and how can I exploit it? In the vast majority of the time, that comes by reading the weak side. So as Topic is receiving the ball, he's reading the roller and he's reading this low man. He sees that the low man is fully rotated, both feet in the paint, completely committed to the roller, and the ball's already coming out of his hands to skip it to his teammate on the opposite wing. As the pass gets made, it's delivered exactly where it should be. This is a lot of space for the defender to recover. Topic's teammate hesitates. Topic isn't thrilled about it. You can see the frustration starting to creep in because this is now how many times where he's set up a teammate for an open shot, they hesitate, that opportunity disappears. His teammate eventually shoots it anyways, but it's a killer. So if you're playing with Topic, you have to be ready to shoot at all times, because if there's a sliver of space for you, he's going to find you and he's going to set you up. When he was with Mega, the vast majority of Topic's points came from his rim pressure and his ability to finish in creative ways around the rim. Now, there's been a lot of discourse and arguments about the validity of Topic's at rim finishing, because he is a purely below the rim finisher. But with Mega, he was shooting just under 70% at the rim. That's really good. So here we see that similar rim pressure ability by him, and that's something that he really struggled with in his first couple games, where he was adjusting to that leap in competition. But coming off a knee injury, it's really good to see him get this burst going downhill. So right away, he's just going to have that little push dribble into the pick and roll, and then take a really sharp angle to split the defenders here and get downhill. Everything up until the shot, we'll get to it, I promise, is really good. His use of angles, how he prolongs his strides, how he covers a ton of ground in a really short amount of time, gets through. As he goes up, he's going to use a really crafty job of trying to go reverse here, use the rim as protection from the shot blocker. This is just a case of better defense, though. The shot blocker does a really good job of reading where Topic is trying to go here. He gets to the other side of the rim and blocks the layup attempt. So it's going to be fascinating how Topic continues to adjust with his at rim scoring, because it is a big part of his scoring game. And if it isn't a real thing going forward, he's really going to struggle to get his points. But his ability to get downhill is really impressive. It's really consistent, and it opens up a ton of other stuff, especially with his scoring, but more importantly, his playmaking. More passing brilliance from Topic on this one, where he just continues to abuse and toy with weak side defenders and put his teammates in really good spots to score away from the ball. So just, again, standard high pick and roll. Defense is hedges here, where he's looking to recover, and Topic is just reading this weak side defender. That's all he's concerned about, is what is this guy doing and how am I going to beat him? So as he comes off, he sees weak side defender is both feet in the middle of the lane, fully committed to the tag, which means corner shooter is wide open. Corner shooter doesn't really lift out of the corner like he needs to. So Topic's pass initially doesn't look all that accurate as it pulls his teammate up a couple steps. I still think that this is a good pass by Topic, because if he makes that direct to his teammate, first off, it's really hard to make that pass going against your momentum across the court like that. But if he makes it directly to his teammate, who's still pretty deep in the corner, the low man, the weak side defender here, has a much better chance of jumping that passing lane and stealing the ball. So by bringing him up to about even with the free throw line, it ensures that that pass is going to get there safely, and it still forces a really long closeout by the defender. Topic's teammate does a really good job attacking the closeout, getting a layup. But every time Topic is running a pick and roll, it's always reading that weak side defender, and he's so consistent about manipulating it. Earlier, I mentioned how we saw Topic play a lot more off ball and just do a little more things consistently that are translatable to a more versatile, well-rounded guard that we didn't see from him at Mega, and this is one of them. It's a pretty standard cut early in the offense, but it's a really complimentary thing, and just seeing that off-ball activity from him is really important going forward. So as Teodosic brings up the ball, Topic is filling the right wing, and he just immediately recognizes that the lowest defender is going to be pulled out to the opposite wing as his teammate circles through, and that his defender has his back turned, so he has no idea what Topic is really doing. So just good activity here. He cuts into the open space, gets the pass, and just finishes with an extension finish, beats the defender to the rim. It's really simple stuff, but this is the kind of stuff that makes guards way more malleable and versatile in an NBA offense. Topic's manipulation and just cat and mouse game with the weak side defender continues here as he just sets up his teammate for another botched layup. But as he receives his handoff, he goes into the pick and roll, a set we've now seen them run a handful of times, and they've gotten different looks out of it pretty much every single time. So as Topic comes off the screen, defender puts a little bit of pressure on him. Par for the course in this game, and Topic's eyes are immediately looking back towards the middle of the paint, trying to figure out what this low man weak side defender is doing. As Topic comes up, his eyes are right there, and he knows that he wants to set up his teammate at the rim. So he's going to leave his feet, and as he does so, that weak side defender is immediately bolting to the opposite corner because Topic has burned him on that pass 3, 4, 5 times already. So he's trying to preemptively get out there and even potentially pick off this pass. Instead, Topic sees him moving and throws a lob perfectly to his teammate right at the rim. His teammate, unfortunately, can't finish. But again, this is example 4, 5, 6 in just this one game of Topic reading and manipulating weak side defenders at his will. All right. Earlier, I mentioned the importance of Topic's rim pressure and how it can just further expand his playmaking, and he shows that off right here, where he gets downhill, and that should be an open corner 3. So, again, a little handoff into a pick and roll, little different look, but something we've consistently seen them run. As Topic comes off the screen, help defender is already bailing out a little earlier than before. And Topic recognizes this and is really aggressive with that first step, gets low, is able to really explode downhill and attack in a really precise line that doesn't have any wasted movement. By getting downhill that quickly, he's now forcing, or not forcing, but attracting a rotation from the strong side corner. He knows his teammate is now wide open in the corner. Pass isn't super accurate, but when you're moving like that at that speed in midair, attracting multiple defenders, I'm going to afford a little bit of leeway, especially at age 18, on making that an absolutely perfect pass. His teammate gets it, defender nowhere in sight, and unfortunately he can't knock it down. So Topic's ability to get downhill is really important for his scoring, but it's also crucial in terms of him setting up teammates and really expanding his playmaking arsenal. Finally, just another 3 by Topic, just really confident pull up here. Again, mechanics, I'm a little skeptical on them, but they're consistent at least. And more importantly, though, is how confidently he steps into this shot. Defenders go under multiple times on this, and he just decides to make them pay. First screen, they switch. Defender doesn't come out above the free throw line. Topic just simply takes a step back. Another screen. By the time he rises up, it's a pretty clean look. There's a bit of a late contest here, but Topic is just really confident in how he's stepping into the shot. I don't think he's ever going to be a high-volume, lethal shooter from outside, but if he can confidently step into and knock down just a couple of these threes every game, it's going to be huge for his overall offensive versatility and effectiveness. Coming back from injury is really hard. Coming back from injury to a team that you've only played 3 games with late in the season at age 18 is incredibly hard. It was really good to see Nikola Topic return to form the way he did. He didn't put up monster numbers like he was at Mega, but his process of how he went through the game was so much better than his previous 3 games with Red Star. His playmaking was on full display like it always has been. His processing speed, his recognition, his passing accuracy, it was fantastic. He only had 1 assist, but that's not a fair representation of how dynamic and impactful his playmaking was. The defense still isn't good. He has no idea how to navigate a screen. The on-ball fundamentals are hit or miss at best. But his ability to disrupt stuff and be a consistent defensive teammate was much better, especially away from the ball. There was more effort there. There's more intentionality there. And his overall team defense, it was a step in the right direction. Scoring, he got blocked a couple times at the rim, and that's concerning. He's going to have to continue to figure out how to be really crafty around the rim. The shot looked good. The shot looked confident. But we also saw him play a lot more versatility in his role, where he was on ball, he was off ball, he was being a complementary piece, he was dictating stuff. That ability to play both on and off ball, to dominate or be a facilitator or be an outlet, that's really important for his long-term growth. So did he put up big numbers? Did he put up a monster stat line like we're used to seeing from him? No. But when we watch the tape, when we dive through everything that he did and how he got to each shot and how he operated and competed on defense and how he set up his teammates, it was really encouraging. So going forward, only a couple games left for Topic, but it's going to be fascinating to see how he closes out the season. Everything that he's shown so far is exactly what we want to see from players that warrant top 3, top 5 selections. So in the 2024 NBA draft, Nikola Topic is still one of the most fascinating prospects.